All right. So, Jeff, what are we looking at here?
Well, let me tell you what we're looking at. What we're looking at is a prime example of athleticism at its peak as far as performance in the ring in regards to Santa, who looks like a mall Santa who escaped and went on a binge and was drunk while he's in the ring. So,
all right. So this would be Santa work.
Santa work. Lots of Santa work.
Okay.
For the holidays.
Okay. Here we go.
Watch how light he is on his feet.
Ooh. Oh my!
He's a blaze of speed. It's literally a red and white blur. Here it comes. Ready? Hold on. Keep a close look. Oh, and he just picks up more momentum as he goes.
Devastating! Come on, Santa.
Here it comes again.
No mercy on him, Santa.
Yeah. Listen to the audience. No mercy. Oh, he got a lump of coal in his stocking.
Darn it.
Oh. Now, this is the end. Get ready. Here we go. And there's a pane of glass behind him.
Oh my! I didn't see the glass. I didn't see the glass. Oh, look at those strikes. I swear to God, bro, I would have been worried that dude would have had a heart attack in the ring.
Well, Santa looked like he just drunkenly fell into the glass at the end there. So.
Oh my God! All right, the next one's got to be better, Jeff. What do we got?
This next one is refrigerator work. Okay.
What is that, Al? What is that?
I think it's a refrigerator. I don't know.
Oh my God! Okay,
yeah, it's some type of storage device without a lid or without a door. Yeah.
Maybe? Okay.
It didn't bend. It didn't bend. That's what made me think it was a refrigerator. He throws the guy on top of it, and it just kind of goes thud and doesn't bend. Look at that. Oh
bro, you know that's going to be the trend going into 2024, bro. I guarantee you. They're going to just start going to the junkyard, Al. Like, seriously, they're going to bring wheelbarrows to the junkyard and just start loading up. That's what we're going to see.
Home appliances, bro. That's where it's at.
Now, Al, how do you find a clip like that?
Lucky, I guess. I don't know.
Lucky. All right, go ahead, Jeff. What's next?
Oh, man, be careful with that thing.
What was that?
He hit him so hard with a thumbtack baseball bat, he caught on fire.
Yeah, they called it an exploding bat.
Let's see how this works. Play that again, Jeff. Is this wait a minute, time out. Stop. Is this person's ass bleeding?
Yes.
Oh my God, bro. Come on. All right, let's see, Jeff.
It's called anal gigging.
Anal gigging. All right, go ahead, Jeff. Let's see how they do this trickery.
I don't know if you heard her as she swung the bat. She screamed "Ish kabibble," and that's why.
Bro, my favorite part of these, Al, though. Come on, see, Al always points out the negative. He's a very negative person. My favorite part of these is the referee's wearing gloves, Al. In case, just in case, he's going to wear gloves.
Safety first.
A woman's ass is bleeding, and the dude's wearing gloves, Jeff. Oh my God.
Because her ass is bleeding. That's why.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
Rectum.
Oh God, this doesn't look good.
Now I don't know. It looks like there's a bunch of open cans.
No, I think they open cans or cactuses. They may be cactuses, Al. This may be cactus work.
The reason I played this one, okay, is watch the big guy on the second rope. Watch his leg as it starts to shake. It's either from fear or complete exhaustion holding his fat ass up there.
So Jeff, this may be open can work. It looks like.
Could be. You know, nothing.
Right, so watch the leg. Watch the leg.
Watch it.
It's shaking.
It's trembling. And the guy broke the table with the open cans with his own foot.
Well, hold on. We got to go. I got to see how they managed to do this because it went by too quickly. Go ahead. All right. So here we go. So he's going to go out with his foot first. I got you.
Sunset flip.
There it is.
Table. And even listen to the audience. But at least the guy didn't kick out. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. All right. What's next, Jeff? All right. This ridiculousness.
It goes so fast.
That's exactly it. This goes by so fast. I don't even know what I saw. I go back.
I'm going to try to get a freeze frame on it. It looks like some type of wooden, I don't know, bed, like maybe a bunk bed type.
Yeah, a bunk bed with the fluorescent tubes across it. That's exactly what it is. Bunk bed work.
And I'm telling you, if I go to Lowe's today and they're out of light tubes, I'm going to be pissed.
There might have even been a glass pane in there too. I don't know.
And not only that, again, bro, look how close the crowd is to that.
I know.
Oh my God, bro.
And it didn't even look like he did it on anybody. It looks like he just did it. You know what I mean? There's nobody in it. No opponent in there. Nothing.
All right. What's next, Jeff?
All right. Well, we got some.
Dude, we got some big meat in here, bro.
Stop it for a second. Stop. I want you to know, okay? One of the most protected moves in all of wrestling has been the 3D by the Dudleys, is it not? I mean, nobody's ever come down to it. It's a great move, and it looks devastating. Well, let me tell you something. I don't think the Dudleys have anything on this one, okay? Nothing. Be prepared.
Oh, I do got to say this because, again, Al's always looking right there, Jeff, perfect spot. Al's always looking for the negatives. Al, at least they drew a hot chickadee to the show.
I was going to say, right? Brick wall there.
Yeah. Listen to her scream in terror.
We got a hot chickadee in the audience. Let's give him that. Okay, let's go back again, Jeff, because these things happen too fast.
Somebody does scream in terror.
They do, but hold on. And watch the blinding speed as this guy gets pushed into the ropes and comes off like a blur. Ready? The athleticism again. Look.
Oh my God. I could feel that on my freaking neck, man. Holy shit.
Hey, we don't. All you need to do is just be a big guy and you can be a professional wrestler. Come on. There's 3 big guys there in the ring.
You know they rehearsed this all day. You know they did.
In their heads, they did. They saw this and they were like, here's my chance. Bro, they have this big angle that only they know from the show that they ran 6 months ago, that now they're ready to play out a moment just like they do on Raw. And we're going to do what our favorite tag team does, the 3D.
Oh, God, that head, man.
Oof. Oh, yeah.
Oof. All right, what's next, Jeff?
Well, we've had that clip back where they have now the fan of light tubes on the rake, and this is, I guess, becoming a big thing now. But one is not enough.
No.
One's not enough.
Nope. Look at it. How ridiculous is this? How ridiculous is this?
Bro, every time, Al, I see something like this, the first thing I look at is the mat. And like, what are these people catching? Bro, like seriously, bro, what are they catching off these mats, man?
And the chemicals that are in those fluorescent tubes are dangerous. They're deadly. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, they're harmful and toxic. And, and they're just, not only are they breathing it in every time they get hit with one of these things, they're rolling around in broken glass and allowing the particles that are in those light tubes to now go into these open cuts that they have all over their body.
And not only that, this girl, man, who this girl taking it, bro, she immediately goes to cover her head. I'm covering my eyes, Al. Like, I mean, they're fluorescent light bulbs. I'm covering my eyes, not my freaking head.
But again, where does it end? I mean, now we have not just one rake of light tubes. We now have 2. And that, I guarantee, because we don't watch the rest of the video, I bet you anything, even after she got hit with both of those, she kicked out. So now, again, remember what I always say is that the only consequence to anything you can do to somebody is that you can beat them. Well, now you've just struck this woman with 2 rakes full of light tubes and she kicks out. Now, what was the point of doing it? If you can't beat her with it, I mean, what's it going to take?
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, do we have the Oh, I was just going to ask you if we had this spot. I saw it. Have you seen this app? This is Al's?
Yeah, these are all Al's this week. Yeah.
Al, this is AEW, bro. And this is Edge and AEW, bro.
No. And what did I say about Moxley and a number of other former WWE guys? What did I say? That when they were in WWE, what were they? They were stars. The second they come to AEW, what happens? They all fall to the lowest common denominator. Every last one of them.
But
do they not? Do they not?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But Al, here's what I want to ask you. Could this have been intentional?
That he intentionally missed the flaming table? No.
Yes. No. Okay, let's play it, Jeff.
No.
Since he's still acting like he got burned. Let's watch it again.
Yeah.
So you don't think that was intentional? Because how do you mess that up, Al? How do you mess up that spot? Not lay him in the middle of the table.
Put the table too close, or the person that you're doing it to helps too much, and it
just overshoots it.
Yeah, overshoots it. Yeah, I mean that's I didn't I didn't pick it because of that. I picked it because they set the table on fire. I mean, what? Oh my God! I mean, what's wrong with just bumping the guy through the table? Now we got to set the thing on fire and as well. I mean,
all right. This clip unfortunately starts like 5 seconds too late. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Where? Oh, I don't know. I saw that and I just thought how ridiculous. Not only is it a scaffold, there's a pane of glass that you have to throw somebody through and then break a table as well.
Yeah, I wish whoever filmed this would have given us 5 seconds sooner to see this whole setup. But it's more dramatic when you just hit play and this guy goes flying out of nowhere through glass.
I mean, bro, it's like, are you doing this just so the people go, oh, like, is that why you're doing this?
Yeah, it's just stunt wrestling. That's all it is. Just stunt wrestling.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it looks like we got some type of...
It takes no storytelling. It takes no talent. It takes no physical ability. It just takes your willingness to risk your well-being. That's it. That's all it takes.
What's next?
All right, this is stupid.
Oh no! Oh my God! You got to be brain dead, bro. You've got to be absolutely brain dead, Al.
And look, here's again. Keep in mind, she agreed to doing this. It's not like it was forced on or anything. She sat in the back. They got together, had a meeting of the minds, and went, "This will be awesome. Put the light tube in my mouth, stand behind me, and then break it across my teeth."
Listen to the pop too of the tube. Like, I mean, that's the sound of that breaking through somebody's skin.
Bro, I don't care if this is a work and this was discussed. How do you do that to another person?
You know,
how does this guy like do this?
Because they're not taking into account the percentage of chance that they're, again, breathing in that there is toxic chemicals in these light tubes and it is in her mouth. When they break that, do you not think she inhaled every bit of that when,
Can you imagine, Al, can you imagine she's vomiting the next 3 days straight?
Probably blood.
And then she's going to a doctor and explaining this?
Yeah. I willingly allowed a guy to stand behind me, put a light tube in my mouth, and break across my teeth.
Wow, that's terrible, man. That's hideous. What's the next, Jeff?
All right, it's hard to see at first, but this guy has a plane of glass in his hand. Now, how bloody is this guy?
Look at the blood on the glass too. Now from the guy's back. What a weed!
And look at the ref. The ref helps put it back up there.
Look at the ceiling.
That.
Look at the ceiling. Look how.
Watch the ref on the floor by the post.
Let him cook.
Bro, this guy. Hold on for a second. This guy, his back is already cut open.
Yeah.
So now we're breaking glass over a cut open back, Al.
Yeah, and I got to give him credit. He never said die. He kept on until he was able to break that plane of glass. So good for him.
What's next, Jeff?
This is nuts.
This can't be worse than the tube in the mouth.
No, this looks dangerous as hell. I can't believe that they do this.
Oh, whoa. Man alive.
I mean, that's impressive, but that's scary as hell.
It's impressive. It's incredibly dangerous. And the risk versus reward. You know what I mean?
Let's watch this again so I can see exactly what he did. Jeez.
The guy was on the balcony or whatever above the ring outside of it. The other guy was on the second rope facing him. He dives into the ring, catches the guy over top into what looks to be like a Canadian destroyer off the second rope all at the same time. Physically and athletically amazing. I promise you, again, we're not watching the rest of the video, but I bet you anything the guy covered him and the guy came out.
What's next, Jeff?
All right, well, I think this one is the opposite of dangerous.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I play this again. Hold on, it happened too quick. It happened too quickly.
She doesn't look. She lines up the pitch, right? She's like a pitcher on the mound. She's lining up the pitch. She launches the ball, and it's still a strike. And nothing. And the other girl still took the bump. Oh my God.
Well, she did block it. The second girl kind of did block it. Play it back, Jeff, because like you see again, Al's very negative with these. She does block it. Watch.
I don't know where she blocked.
Yeah, right here, there, boom.
Yeah, about a foot off.
She tried to grab the foot in midair. They were at least 3 feet apart. My God. Oh shit. God bless her heart.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
At least they didn't use light tubes.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? All I got my note is ladder, so I can't remember what this one is.
Oh boy.
Oh, this was NWA.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's see that again. Let's see that again.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Did he get caught on the ladder?
No.
What happens here?
What he's trying to do is that move.
Slingshot him off the rope.
No, he's trying to pick him up into the vertical suplex, turn him and onto his back as he sits out with him off the ladder. That's what he was attempting to do. Look, you can see where he's going to try to now turn his opponent's hips outwards.
But they're already, wait, go back, Jeff, because Al, they're already effed because of where the guy's foot is immediately, right? Play that again, Jeff, and freeze it with his foot.
Yeah.
When he comes off. Yeah, I mean, he wow, his foot's slipping from the get-go.
The guy on the other side of the ladder who's doing the move is pulling the guy forward, not putting his hips up. He's simply pulling his hips forward.
Yeah.
And that's why it didn't work.
Wow.
Yeah, and he ended up on the bottom here because the guy that's supposed to be taking the move lands on the rope, and the guy that's supposed to be giving the move ends up just falling.
Yeah. See how he pulled? See? And you can see how they stop for a second, and he's trying to elevate the guy's hips.
Man. Wow, bro. Why are they doing this stuff, man? What's
Because
next, Jeff?
everything's got to be a video game now.
Man.
Everything's got to be a stunt.
Oh, okay. All right.
And you don't need to know the real mechanics of how to perform an actual move with another human being. You watch Raw, you watch SmackDown, you watch a Japanese video, you watch AEW, and you just copy the spots there. That's all you got to do. Come on, Vince.
What's next,
Not like
Jeff?
you got to be a real professional.
All right. Well, the light tube fans are out already. They're done, Vince. We're moving on. All right. Now we got light tube swords.
Yes. Be prepared.
What the frig, bro? Hey, give it to me. Give it to me so I can hit you over the head with it. Oh my God.
Look at this contraption. This is supposed to be some type of sword.
Looks like the Statue of Liberty.
Look at the size of it. My God. What is the budget for light tubes on this show?
Again, it literally in the people.
Right in the audience.
Literally in the people.
Yeah. I can't understand, Vince, why, a small independent company is going to struggle trying to find venues to run and operate in when, people come in there and run classy entertainment like this. I can't see why the venue wouldn't ever want to, rent to another wrestling show again.
Vince, you might not like this.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you.
So if you guys are on audio, we're gonna get a syringe through a nose here.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, stuck a syringe in his nose.
And then he squirts it. He squirts it out. Who knows how far that went.
And if I'm going to take my kids to a wrestling show, I want that to happen right in front of them, and then him squirt it out, and it might possibly strike my child.
Is it done?
Not yet.
Al, I look at this referee's face. What is the phony face that we get a lot these days? It's just like a phony.
Oh my God,
reaction.
Jeff, take it down for a second. So
just look at the top half of the screen.
Al, Jeff, take this off.
I want to leave that guy's face up. You have to go to the 3 boxes to get rid of it. I can't get rid of it.
Al, please tell me they don't do this at OVW.
No, they don't.
I think this completely kills the light tubes going forward. I don't know how anybody can use a light tube after this.
This is a car windshield, it looked like. No?
I mean,
oh my God, look at all of these freaking things.
If you guys are on the audio, we have a ring of light tubes around the ropes. Pretty much the whole ring, the ropes are filled with light tubes.
And the guy literally just threw the other guy into 2 turnbuckles that had light tubes set up in the turnbuckles. And then the entire edge of all 4 sides of the ring have light tubes attached to the ropes.
When you think about this, how do they not, or do they do not care? Because now if one person hits somebody with 1 light tube, so what? These guys have 80 of them.
That's right. But that logic, Jeff, that logic applies to every single thing in wrestling. You can make absolutely anything mean everything when you're in the ring, or you can make everything mean absolutely nothing.
This is from AEW, so it's Darby Allin, of course.
Oh!
What the hell?
Go back.
Whoa! That is beyond unsafe. Because, one, Darby Allin's not taking that bump. It's being done to him. 2, watch his head strike the bottom rope. For those of you out there that don't understand, that's not a rope. That's aircraft cable that is through that black hose. And his head hitting like that and his body dropping on the mat, he could have broke his neck. Look at that.
You can see kind of like the whiplash motion.
It's like, listen, I'm not a freaking wrestler, but I can tell you by common sense and logic, bro, if you're going to do that at least go as far to the other side of the ring as possible.
Yeah, and again, for what purpose, what reason? I haven't watched the entire video, okay? But I promise you, after this was done, he probably got back to his feet and did more things back to the other guys. Well, then what was the consequence of it? You got nothing out of it.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing it for doing its sake, and you're trying to do it. He honestly is doing it singularly to impress the other wrestlers in the back. That's it.
All this great stuff equates to down 10% compared to last year. Okay, bro. So it's working out. All this stuff is working, bro. What's next, Jeff?
Well, Al found this mascot. This is the second clip we've had of this mascot.
Pikachu, this little Pikachu.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to find more info on this because from what I saw, this mascot, whatever it is in Japan, is extremely popular, has like millions of followers, and for some reason does wrestling.
But how the hell did he find himself in this predicament?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's point out. Wait, that is a barbed wire baseball bat reminiscent of Negan on Walking Dead.
Oh my God! But how did this Pikachu? How is he in this situation?
I need more information on this mascot.
Bless his heart. Oh! Oh! We got an exploding Pikachu out.
Yeah, well, and why? I mean, where do you go from there if you've hit the mascot with a exploding barbed wire baseball bat?
All right, what's next, Jeff? This I don't know. Even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, this may be hard to tell, but what this looks like, I don't know if it's a weight rack or what, but those are light tubes.
That looks definitely looks. Wait a minute now. These are light tubes in a weight rack now.
Yeah,
and it looks like some kind of BDSM structure or something.
Oh my!
Like an X. It's like an X, like a towel rack or something. And then instead of bars, there are light tubes on the outside of the ring on the floor.
Before we even get into this, Al, is there any possible way, what they're about to do, is there any way to do this safely? I don't see any way to do this safely.
Oh God, no. Not at all. No. Even with the dominatrix, no, not going to happen.
What?
Oh my God. Bro, I swear to God, a guy looked like a stunt dummy.
You even hear the audience member go, dang.
Bro, do that again, Jeff. Oh my God.
Dang.
Jesus, man.
Dang. You know what? When I risk life and limb in a wrestling match, you know what I want my response from the audience to be? Dang.
Bro, you know the dude that took that bump is saying, yep, for the love of wrestling, bro. You know that's what he's saying.
Oh, absolutely. He's telling himself that. When he walks backstage, all the boys are coming around him and patting him on the back. And, oh, bro, that was amazing, man. I don't know how you did it. That was pretty easy. The other guy just threw him. That was it. You know, took a lot of skill and a lot of mastery to be able to fall through the BDSM.
What's next, Jeff?
Well, they're also doing this.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. That was way too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, he knocked himself out. He knocked himself out.
It's going to be a slow-mo.
Oh my God, bro. Bro, if that's a concrete floor,
looks like it.
Like, forget about it, bro. Oh, that's like cracking a nut, bro. Oh,
here's
the
whip. The guy's obviously inspired, right? And think about the guy he landed on. This guy's obviously been inspired by watching Lucha Libre. And what he fails to realize is that floor around the Lucha Libre ring is padded and spring-loaded. So when those guys do these ridiculous dives, they're landing on basically what is equivalent to almost a padded trampoline. He's doing this on cement. He did a 450 from the top rope to the cement floor. I used to be able, I would do that. I've done the 450, where you basically, you do a forward flip and you do a one full revolution. You come out and you splash the guy. Do you know why I stopped doing that? Because the momentum of the spin is so fast that when you land in a padded ring, the shock going up my wrists and into my arms and my shoulders hurt so bad. I was like, I ain't doing this anymore.
Wow.
Because it hurt a lot.
Yeah, I hear you, man. All right, what's this next year? Was this Mick Foley? Mick Foley made the rounds?
This is sticks all over a piece of wood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and watch how this guy
Wait a minute. What is this?
Apparently the guy was beaten into submission. I don't know. And those are those chopsticks that they stick at each other's foreheads and their shoulders. Now there's a whole board of them. And the guy just gently just kind of sits there and lets the guy put the board up against him.
Look, he's holding it in place. He's holding the gimmick in place.
Now look at his leg.
Look at all of it.
Oh, Jesus. Al, couldn't one of those freaking impale his heart?
Now the guy that did it to him, he's helping him pull him out of his leg. The guy that just did the move to him.
What was the point?
I never thought Mick would stoop to this. I thought Mick would have had enough money, Al, with the books and the socks and all that. He's still doing this shit, Mick?
It's in his blood.
What is this? Don't look good. I could tell right away this don't look good.
Here we go.
Hold on, let me get up there. Let me fix my mask.
Yeah, now watching it back, the guys on the floor on the right is what you want to watch. I don't understand the point of the. I don't know. Somebody explain this to me. Say you talked earlier about the guys made it easy to believe, even if you knew that it wasn't real. But how can you do that with this? Look at these guys on the floor.
That's why I included this. Look at the length of time that they stand there. And the guy comes up on the steps. I don't get it. They stood there for how long waiting? Just casually waiting. And the other guy had came up on the steps and then stopped. Didn't go to try to keep the guy from doing it. He just stood there and watched him. And the other guys stayed on the floor and just, hey, we're out here for a smoke break. We'll just hang here.
All right. I think this is the same woman we had in a clip last week or the week before with the thong. But she's got a weed whacker. And
we can stop this for a second.
Yeah.
I'm adding this to the OVW Academy syllabus.
Yes.
I think there's a guy laying on the mat with a light tube on his crotch. And then the young lady has a weed whacker I'll just let it play out.
Yeah, there's not a light tube yet. He puts it on her coming up.
Look at all that freaking blood, man. Just look at that blood, bro.
It's all over her ass.
He's pulling something out of the front of his pants.
A taco?
A cup, so it must be a lead cup that he had on his balls because it knocked her out. All right, here's your light tube. Yeah, light tube to the coochie.
Weed whacker.
Oh my God! What I got to ask myself, the people that are cheering and hooting and hollering, like, what else are they into behind closed doors? You know what I'm saying, bro? If they're into this shit, what else are those people into, bro?
Listen, we don't kink shame, all right, Vince? You're whatever you do.
Oh my God!
I'm sure those people are into this, and it might.
Is that a staple gun? Am I seeing a staple gun?
That is a staple gun.
Staple gun.
And he stapled her.
Who's he? Watson's
Who's
in his pajamas.
Yeah, I mean, you hear kids in the crowd, and we're gonna staple her crotch. I don't like what. Where's the entertainment value?
The
in this?
intent. It's the intent, Jeff.
It's the offense right in the biscuit. Stapled her biscuit. That's what he did. Literally put a staple in her biscuit.
What's next, Jeff?
Right in the Tetris.
You know what's funny, Al? Because now, this is what, bro. If you listen to this show, Al's freaking Nostradamus. Because what are we seeing here, Al? We're seeing these cans again. Remember, we just saw these cans. Now these cans are a thing. This is the second time we've seen the open cans, bro.
Yeah, they're not used in this clip. I didn't notice that. This must be from that same match. The soup cans.
And now, can I ask you a question? Can I just ask you a question? Why do we have to have the whole can? Could we just not completely cut it and use the top to slice the guy to bits? Do we need the whole can, bro?
You need the whole can. Yeah.
Oh,
and the audience,
God.
Come on, you got to have standards.
So it might be hard to see, but he's got a fistful of bamboo sticks. Or what are those?
I hate this spot, man. I can't stand this spot, bro.
Like, boom, right in the back of his head. You're going to see it. And then this cracks me up because they really do. He really sticks these things in this guy's shoulders and heads, and now they do the play fight slapping afterwards. Like what is going on here? This is scary.
Should I not watch this?
No. It's not that type of scary. It's what could have happened that makes this scary. So he's got a glass window or plate or something in his hand. Now look at this. Look who's right there.
Oh my God! Look at that. That says it all. Holy shit, bro!
Let's.
Oh my God!
Right where the kids were.
Holy shit, bro!
How far away would you estimate, Jeff? Maybe 20 feet, 25 feet. Throws a big pane of glass.
Oh my God!
Ricochets off of the area right where that little girl's head is at. If that glass had shattered, what would have happened to her? That all would have went right in her face.
I even think it landed on the
rail.
Yeah, right by her. You could see it bounce off the guardrail.
Yeah, if it had shattered, what would have happened to her?
Bro, I swear to God, we got to send this clip somewhere, bro. I mean, seriously, that's come on, bro.
It's absolutely irresponsible. And, everybody now, because we do these things and they, I've got guys come up and they shit on me, and they, you don't like hardcore wrestling. That's not hardcore wrestling. That's stupid is what that is. And they don't care. And they don't understand that family that brought that kid are never coming to another independent wrestling show. No matter what three letters you put together, if it's not WWE, they're not bringing their family to watch anymore. Their daughter almost had a piece of plate glass shatter right in her face. All because you thought it was cool to throw it 25 feet in the direction of the audience. And I'm wrong. Shame on me, right? For downing this, for having an opinion on it, because we're just it's the same as everything else. No, it's not. It is an escape for all of you that are not serious enough to be able to want to truly hone your skills and do the real art of professional wrestling. This is a way for you to excuse yourself when you have little or no athletic ability, not be in any kind of athletic condition, so that you can then have your fantasy that you're a professional wrestler. And it's absurd because it ruins the business. It hurts attendance. Like I said, that family, that kid, and God help us if that glass had busted, she got cut. The news stories that could have come out of that. Oh, you're overreacting. Really am I?
All right, what do we got, Jeff? What do we got?
Pop it in there. I
right.
thought we had this one before, but it's worth seeing again if we did.
I think we had a similar one, but
Okay.
the angle and allows you to really appreciate the impact of this idiot.
Yeah,
that cannot be concrete. It cannot.
And let me point something out. We always critique this for one reason. Why? The group of guys that stand there on the floor and they just dutifully catch the guy. Well, hey, for once we got our wish. They all just spread apart, and we're like, screw this. I'm not catching that guy.
Oh, at least those are mats, though. At least I see the connection there. Yeah.
And the one guy by the ring apron, look at him. He just kind of collapses, like, oh, the wind knocked me.
You could see the pain on the dude's face as soon as he hits, bro. Play that back, Jeff. Look at the dude's face.
Slow-mo one.
Yeah, look at his face as soon as he hits.
Oh, yeah, that's not
man.
a couple weaker. You know what I mean? That's 3 or 4 weeks that he's going to be hurting.
Oh my God. All right, what's next, Jeff?
This one is scary.
Okay, do I need wait, do I look away?
No, it's not gross. It's just scary.
All right.
Bam! Somersault leg drop.
What the hell?
I didn't even get to see that. Oh my, these guys are freaking reckless, bro. Just reckless, man.
Here's the thing. Let's always remember the guy that's being suspended by the other guy, he's being hung upside down like that. He had a choice. He could have went, nah, I don't think that sounds very good. And he went, sure, let's do it. I mean, what is this guy thinking?
Play it through, Jeff.
And well, watch.
Oh my God, bro. Jeez, that snapped like a twig, bro. Jeez.
How do you convince another rational human being, hey, I'm gonna literally take away your arms and your legs to where you're hanging upside down at least 2.5 feet away from the mat. This guy's going to hit the ropes. He's going to forward flip and use his leg like a guillotine on the back of your head, and I'm going to drop you face first. You'll be safe. It'll be fine.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, bro.
Right on the top edge of the chair. He broke the man in half.
That's like right in the kidneys too.
Wait, hold on for a second. I don't understand. Al, was this set up for him to take the spot on that chair that way?
Yeah, look at where they're standing in the distance, and there's no other place for him to land but right on the edge of the back of the chair, and it's going to hit him in the lower part of the back, no matter what he does, because they intentionally put themselves in that position to where that's where he's going to hit. He's not the distance isn't proper for the lower part of his back and his hips on the seat of the chair. They're literally in a position to where the hips and the feet go beyond, and his lower back is going to bend in half over the back of the chair. And the body doesn't bend that way.
Holy crap! My God, bro.
Why? And again, why? There's nobody in the building that's going to physically feel that in any way. And let's face it, we don't watch the rest of the video, but what do you think happened after that?
The match continued. The
match continued, and I'm sure the guy probably, if he could function, got more offense. Let's face it, he's probably going to be pissing blood for a week after that. You know what I mean? And for what purpose? The only consequence to anything that's done in that ring is that you could beat the person, but yet you're going to do something like that literally breaks the guy in half, and he's going to get more offense. So what was the point in doing it?
All right, what's next? Oh, what? I don't even know what that was.
I think there's
in slow motion.
I don't even know what that was.
Look.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Here's the question. Back up, Jeff.
It's a second rope brain buster.
Wait, what, Al? So what are we supposed to be attempting here?
He's got him up in a vertical suplex.
Right in the corner.
Yeah, right in the corner. The guy giving the move jumps off and turns his body. And granted, he does have, he protects him because the guy doesn't land on the top of his head. He lands very high up on the back of his shoulders. But with the height and the velocity, the impact on the rest of the guy's spine is insane. This is incredibly irresponsible and incredibly dangerous. And the risk versus the reward, is just insanely imbalanced.
What is he trying to do?
He's trying to give the guy a second rope brainbuster, where you go to vertically suplex the guy and you drop him straight down and, on the upper part of the back. He does it, but because of the height and the velocity, the impact is it's incredible.
Do that again. Let's watch it, Jeff. Oh my God, this guy. And look at, play it through, Jeff, because he's hurt. Yeah, oh my God is right. Oh man.
And for what reason? Again, I'm asking because there are two. Whenever I ask any of the talent in OVW if they've done something in the ring, I always ask, why'd you do that? What were you hoping to achieve? You know what I mean? And if the two answers I can never accept are, well, it was supposed to, because there is no supposed to, all right? Just because you called in the MAC doesn't mean that it has to happen exactly like what you called. If it's not there, it's not the right time, it's not the right thing to do, just don't do it. Nobody else knows it but you. The other thing is, I don't know. At no time in that ring should you ever be doing anything without a purpose, a reason, a direction, a motivation to try to elicit a certain response or reaction in the direction you want these people to think, feel, or believe. There's no purpose behind that. There's no reason other than to do what? Impress the boys. Because only the other wrestlers are really going to appreciate just what took place. The audience is just going to be shocked and stunned. And especially, again, we've not watched the rest of the video, but pretty much based on all of the recent stuff we've seen, what's probably going to happen after this took place? He's not going to beat the guy. The guy is going to stand up and probably get more offense. He's going to kick out. The match is going to keep moving forward. So why are we doing something like this?
All right, what's next, Jeff?
VS Pro Wrestler.
That is great. That is great.
I included that because how many times have we talked about these people checking the building for
Wait, do that again. Let me see that again.
Yeah,
at least nobody gets hurt here.
That might even be a light. That might even have been a light.
That is great.
Yeah, that was one of the lights.
That's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Pro Wrestler wins.
All right, what's next, Jeff? That's tremendous.
And they should have just went home because, you just put the ceiling over.
Oh, that's tremendous. Have we not seen this same balcony before? We
may have.
We may have seen this clip before, Jeff.
No, we have not seen this clip.
Because I remember the guy punching like that. I remember seeing this, bro.
They all do that. They all stand there and hit while they're staring up at the person who's about to jump. Look at who's about to jump, though. Hold on. And look at that. Here's all I've got to say. He fell a little bit short.
Let's see this again.
I mean, this guy's the size of mini me, and he takes down at least 5 guys here.
It's like a drop in the bucket.
Oh my!
I mean, you kill all believability with this stuff.
Hey, there's height, velocity. You know what I mean?
Bro, the reality of the situation is, if they're really trying to entertain the people Al, it would be much more entertaining if every one of those guys got out of the way and the little fella just splatted. That would have been 100 times
when
more
they
entertaining.
kicked the guy that had the like gorilla mascot or whatever and went
Yeah.
flying that one time.
Yeah, that would have been 100 times more entertaining.
Would have been certainly entertaining. Would have, like bounced like a super.
Yeah, right. All right, what's next, Jeff? What's next? Oh, what the heck?
And this is what happened.
Oh no, shit. That's
So it looks like he hit his back, like lower back maybe,
Yeah.
and then he must have been unable to move.
Right.
let's see how he messes this up in the first place.
Watch his foot on the bottom rope. That's where it starts. On the middle. See? He goes to step.
Yeah.
He gets the bottom rope instead. He doesn't have enough spring to go over. The reason that I included this is that I want everyone, because this is becoming very, very, over the last few years, the dives, et cetera, and not just now, of course, exponentially, we've always got to raise the bar. Mm-hmm. So now you can't just dive anymore. When people used to react to just somebody just doing a house show or a plancha dive, where you basically leap over the top rope and extend out and cross body block somebody. That stuff's old hat now. Now we've got to literally pull off, quite honestly, moves that an Olympic gymnast would have trouble executing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Somebody who's been professionally training since they were children to have spatial awareness and coordination to be able to do what they're doing. These guys now, who have probably, quite honestly, the majority of them never really participated in any real athletics, now get trained to be a professional wrestler. They see these people doing these other dives and things, these very complicated, maneuvers, and they think, I can do that. And and they go to try it, and then they run that risk. And what have I always said? You always, every time you go in the ring, you have a chance of a life-altering or life-ending injury. And when these young men and women now witness this stuff being done elsewhere, they think, oh, that's what we have to do now. That's because the business has changed. And now it's all about the moves. It's not about the why. And so the risk exponentially just gets greater and greater, and we're going to see more and more of these incidents.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
Well, we've had a lot of syringe clips, we've had a lot of light tube clips. Well, somehow Al found a syringe light tube.
You're welcome.
What is this?
Light tubes put together to look like a syringe.
Look at this.
Look how awkward it is for the guy to carry it. Once he puts it on and gently, gingerly, right, positions it, the guy now willingly holds it.
And the ring is surrounded by light bulbs, just so you know.
Look how large this thing is.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
All right, yeah. And you might not be able to see, but he's squirting lighter fluid onto the glass as well.
Because broken glass isn't enough now. Now we have to be on fire.
Maybe that's plexiglass.
Nope, that's plate glass.
Did you see how long this guy
was standing up there on the top rope?
Yeah, waiting for him.
Can you run that back? And I'm going to time how long the guy stands on the top rope while it's being prepared. Not sitting up on the top rope. No. He's standing there watching this the entire fucking time. Just like Ric Flair, Flair gets up on the top rope and then gets slammed off. Watch how long this guy takes while the other guy's just in position, just blindly standing there like he stroked out on the top rope. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, throw me through. At what point? Look, and his ass is on.
Is that a Chris Parks? Is that a Biss? I think it is. No. I was trying to figure out, like, seriously, bro. I'm not shitting you. The guy was up on the top rope so long, I didn't know what they were trying to accomplish. So he's the one going through the glass.
Yeah. And at no point during the 6 to 8 seconds would he decide, you know what? I've rethought this. It's not a good idea, and just got down.
All right. Let's talking about content that will draw a significant audience out. Here we go.
All right, here we go, Al.
What is
I see why the ref is wearing a mask.
Yeah, that is the most disturbing Bronco Buster I've ever.
Oh my! And there were two women in the corner, right?
True. Yes, it's a double barrel.
Very nice. All right. What? Oh my God.
I think the one girl in the corner right now is reading the other girl's lips. Not really.
They even coughed.
Yeah,
there was a little cough in there. Very nice. All right. What's next, Jeff?
I've gotten a hair caught in the throat. I mean,
oh my God. Come on, Al.
All right, Al, you might want to narrate this one because there is no sound. They had used copyright music that I had to take out. So you may have.
Is this another balcony?
No. This is firework. We got some good firework.
Okay, good. Fireworks always good. It's always good when somebody catches on fire.
Clearly someone has had access to the syllabus in OVW, and watch. He has set his crotch on fire, and it now begins to run.
Oh my God, bro!
Can't put him out again. Look, it's still burning.
Holy crap!
And he's still burning.
But now he's out. That had to be at least 50. No, is he?
No, he's still going.
Okay, that had to be at least 15 seconds. The dude was on fire.
Go back.
So now instead of lighting the table, we literally light ourselves on fire.
Correct. It's in Japan. I think it's Kurikanal. So of course it's clearly a 5-star match because it's in Japan. Kurikanal. Okay. You just don't make wrestling matches as good as when they're in Kurikanal. Now watch this. Okay. This is just, it clearly is masochistic. I mean, that's the only thing that you can describe. There's this guy in a clown outfit. Another guy's got a plastic baseball bat covered in thumbtacks. And the guy in the clown mask is just on his knees watching the guy with the plastic baseball bat just wallop him in the arm.
Go ahead, Jeff. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, let me bite into that blood. Yeah, man. Yes.
That's called hepatitis work.
Oh my hepatitis.
I have no doubt that these guys had blood tests before they went in the ring.
Oh my God, bro. What
yeah, that's called hepatitis work, guys.
Well, just a disclaimer, if you don't like big floppy man titties, don't watch this next clip.
I saw this when I was trying to figure this out. Like I couldn't. Are these man titties or are these actually titties?
No, these are man titties.
Are you sure, Jeff?
Yeah, because this is a man.
They're both about the size of $3 honeydews. And look at and he wraps his head, puts him over, doesn't move with them.
Yeah, there's children in the crowd. This dude would have been, if this was a girl, he would have been arrested. Like for.
No, I'm not saying it's a girl. Is this a dude that had titties implanted for wrestling? Is this? This is wheelchair work. Wait, this is new.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen wheelchair work.
No,
wheelchair work.
Yeah, I think this is funny. I laughed at this one.
Look.
I think he was grabbing his foot.
He was. But he deserves this.
Breaks his glasses. But that's not enough.
No. This is heat. You know what I mean? punches the guy in the wheel.
I don't,
And the guy kind of rolled back. He didn't have the brakes on. You know what I mean? He hit him so hard. He kind of watch when he hit. He kind of fucking rolls back, and he rolls. Yeah.
All right, what is this now, Jeff?
well, apparently this is a new promotion in Mexico. At least this is what they were saying in the post. I don't know how accurate that is, but this new promotion in Mexico, all their events take place in like junkyards.
Oh, whoa! Let me see that again, bro.
that's a big truck. So that's even a long fall off the hood. Like,
now, tell me I'm wrong when I call all of this stuff just stunt wrestling. That's all this is. That looks like something you would see in a movie or a high-end television show. Do you know what I mean? With professional stunt people that would have practiced it, would have had padding.
Oh yeah, of course, right?
Angles to shoot it. This is being done for no rhyme or reason. You know what I mean? Just a momentary reaction. And now imagine that move being done in a wrestling ring. There's a certain amount of risk that somebody's going to suffer a life-altering, life-ending injury. Hey, that's been done. That's passé. Well, let's take it up a notch. Let's do it on the hood of a goddamn truck. That'll be fine.
Let's see it again. Jesus.
On the hood of a semi-truck. Now you're gonna see some exceptional rope work here, Vince. Let me tell you, this is a prime example of great rope work. I'm sure Dave Meltzer would really highly recommend this amazing rope work. What?
Oh God, bro, that's too funny.
They're out there. They're out there in front of audiences on a regular basis every week, performing in the town near you, and you can see all of this nonsense just for one low ticket price. You know,
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
What's next, Jeff? Oh man! Holy crap! Did he break his arms? Or did he break his arms or his head, bro? Oh,
there's no way to protect yourself on that. You know what I mean?
Play that back, Jeff.
oops, sorry, got a little more of that.
Oh,
right on the top of his head.
Oh.
The guy got him an underhook. The one guy, the opponent, is facing bent over. The guy gets him up from underneath the arms, around the armpits, almost like a full Nelson, but with his hands on the upper part of his back instead of on his neck, and then proceeds to twist, like a twist of fate, and drive the guy's face at an angle right into the mat as he drops him. Jesus.
You think Lance Storm would know better, you know, Al? All right, what's next, Jeff? What's next?
Well, this one's an AEW crowd shot, so we can use it without them getting copyright.
No, what?
Bro, it's not only the horrible. We'll see it again. It's not only the look at the guy just holding his leg there, Al. I'm gonna hold my leg in place for 10 seconds, bro, and then they completely botch the shot, and he sells it. And he sells it.
Didn't even attempt. I mean, to make it look like he would actually hit his leg. I mean. God,
and this is one of this Ricky Starks is who they herald as one of the best workers.
Again, a work is to convince me of your intent, that you're really out there with that chair and you're going to try to break this guy's knee. Not, oh, I'm going to swing it 6 inches above his leg and only hit the ring post, and it's going to be as obvious as all get out to the audience. There's no effort at all in allowing anyone to believe in anything we do anymore. Nothing.
What's next, Jeff?
This might be the most ridiculous waiting around for something.
Holy crap! What are we doing here?
Yeah, I wouldn't call this progress.
Look at everybody get in the spot. Everybody get in the spot. Okay, let's get everybody there. The red shirts are there. We got everybody here. Okay, arms out. Arms out. Oh!
And here's the thing.
Oh my God!
Okay, yeah, hold on. I went too far.
Let's go back to this one.
I went too far.
They're going to go back in the back and pat each other on the back and congratulate each other because what did the audience do? They reacted. You know, there's no emotional investment in this. It's just a stunt. That's all it is. And the wrestlers on the floor standing there just going, "Hey, okay, we'll catch you." I mean, it's we'll just be a human airbag.
All right, this is nuts.
Watch this.
Look at the guy. Look at the dude, bro. He's dead.
Like he just gave up.
Wait, hold on, Jeff. What are we attempting here, Al? What is happening here?
I have no idea.
There's nobody there. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, so that barrel is on top of the dude.
The guy, there's a trash can or some kind of cylindrical object on top of a guy. And there's another guy that's on 2 ladders that have a platform on top of him. He's in the center with a step ladder over his head, like wearing it around his neck like a collar. He is going to now... I don't know why he's got it on the front of him because he's not going to splash him. He basically does a senton where he lands on his back on the barrel that's on the opponent and then collapses into the big open space where they've pulled up the boards and the mat and the padding on the ring and just collapses into it. I don't know. See what I mean?
I love the guy at the end of it, though. That's my favorite.
Run it back and watch the guy that's laying with the barrel on him and watch the ladder that the guy jumps off with and watch what happens with it. Ladder right in the guy's face.
Tremendous. Oh, tremendous. That was a great little gem. Oh, tremendous. All right, what's next, Jeff? Uh-oh. Outside. This is outside. This is a warehouse or something.
It looks like a fair arena or whatever.
Oh, my God, bro.
Yep, another suplex onto a chair.
That is, I don't know. To me, that just seems like something that you could really screw up something. I mean... We saw the guy get paralyzed. Well, it looked like he was paralyzed. I think he ended up being okay by hitting his lower back on the apron when he dove out of the ring. Can't you do that? This type of stuff?
Yeah. You know, imagine when these guys get here and they all start having back problems, you know, because your lower back, I mean, how many people do you know around the country that complain about lower back pain? And that's
God, yeah.
Or any of this, you know what I mean?
All right, what do we got here, Jeff?
We got Al's videos of the week.
I found some good ones this time. Watch this lunatic.
I hope that's a dummy. Is that a dummy?
Nope, not.
Oh my God, bro!
I don't like to call them dummies. I like to call them mentally challenged. So.
Oh my God, his neck was already bent like at a freaking angle, bro.
Hey. He would have done that if there were 50 people clearly in the audience or 500 or 50,000, Vince. So,
jeez. What's next, Jeff? Oh.
All right. There's a few different angles of this one.
Watch this. What? Tell me, run that back real quick, Jeff. Run that back. The first one, okay? Oh, you run it back and tell me that does not look like somebody skydiving. He's how high?
God.
30 feet, 40 feet.
And that looks like concrete too.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
you can really see the height on this one.
Yeah.
It's third deck.
Yeah. He's at least 30 feet up in the air. Jesus. Now, I don't want to bore anybody with physics, but there's this called terminal velocity. and they, and even if, let's say, the guy jumping doesn't get hurt, the amount of risk of all the people that are standing underneath to catch him, of suffering something from the amount that a guy that weighs clearly somewhere between $190 and 220 jumping off of a 30-foot a balcony that, he's going to reach some pretty heavy speeds. I mean, he's probably, by the time he hits them, 50, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, look at the force. Like, watch him hit them.
Yeah. It just destroys them. And let's face it, no matter how many are grouped together, only 2 or 3 are actually taking the full brunt of that. But let's keep in mind, they would have done that in front of 50 or 50,000, Vance.
Yep. What's next, Jeff?
That.
Oh, what was that? Wait a minute.
This is a compilation, and that's called. My compass is a little off.
Oh my God! What?
I don't even know what he was trying.
I
to
don't
do.
either. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the hell was he trying to do?
I'm not sure. Looked like he had a seizure as he was going over the top rope.
Oh my God! What's next?
All right, this guy.
Watch this. Now, look on the stop for a second. See that? The blue floor?
Yeah.
I've commented on this before, especially in the big arenas in Mexico. All of that is padded and spring-loaded, that floor, like almost like a gymnastics floor.
Okay.
So here's why I pointed out. Like these independent guys watch these luchadors do these things, and they're like, oh, that's cool. We'll do that Saturday night on a gymnasium floor. They don't realize when they're hitting this floor, it's cushioned.
Oh! Wait a minute. There was nobody there. That he was.
There were plenty. They were all in the seats.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh, I see the dude now. Okay, I see.
Yeah,
him.
but yeah, he lands on a fan's lap, I believe.
And the announcers are laughing.
Even the commentators are laughing.
This is some skill right here. Let's start it over because even climbing up here, he's having problems.
Oh yeah, it always inspires confidence when you see him on the way up having a struggle, and you're like, on the way down, it's got to be easier, I'm sure. Like that. What a sense of balance. And we're not going to give up. Yep, stand there.
Oh, that looks so
I give him an
bad.
effort because I said, he had a never say never attitude.
That looks so bad. What's next, Jeff?
I think this is more of that Junkyard Wrestling Federation.
Once was not enough.
Bro, you know what I love? Hold on, Jeff. Here's what I love. Why are they wearing wrestling gear? Like, what is the reason that you're going to wear wrestling gear in a match like this?
Because that way you can't grab a hold of each other.
Oh my God, bro.
And
this guy's head is hitting the window. Like,
oh, it's hitting it hard too. Listen to it. Listen. He does it like 4 or 5 times.
Oh my God. I can feel that.
And they just keep trying until they can get it, It's like the little engine that could. You just keep watching it and you're like, one day he'll do it.
Look at this guy. Oh, jeez.
Well, yeah, I think this is a woman on the ground, and I don't know what this contraption is, but of course that's not enough. We got to light it on fire.
It looks like wood shop almost.
Yeah.
Is it wood shop?
She lights it on fire. Okay, and the guy up there is simply waiting, watching her doing it.
And he's getting ready. Like you see him like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Looks so phony.
And he's like, "Ha, I fooled you."
Oh, those light tubes. It must have been light tubes also. Shit was flying everywhere.
Light tubes and plywood that were set on fire. Yeah. And regardless of the spectacle, right? We haven't seen the rest of the video, but I can almost guarantee you she kicked out.
Yeah, so this one, remember the clip we had a couple weeks ago where they threw the glass and the kids were right there?
Yeah.
This is the same event. Okay, this is the same kids, same event. So you can see the kids at the top of the screen.
And look at their horrified expressions.
Yeah, and what this guy says, because it might be hard to hear, he says, "Hey, little guy, this is for you." So he's talking to the little boy.
They look horrified, those kids, man. They look freaking horrified.
Yeah, I mean, these are tiny kids, and the guy like grabs his middle finger. Hey, little guy, this is for you. That's not funny to a little kid. That's scary.
Remember, okay, because here's why I have an issue with this kind of stuff. Remember, the average audience doesn't know ABC wrestling from GWC wrestling to MLW. They don't know any of that.
Yep.
They just go, "Ooh, there's wrestling in our hometown. Hey, we've always wanted to go see WWE, but there's never been an event closest to us, or it's too expensive. Why don't we go out on a Saturday night and take the kids? They'll have a great time. Here's what we get."
Yeah, you're right, Al. I mean, you're absolutely right. They don't know. They don't know what they're going to.
Another company comes in that has an actual show, tries to promote a family-based, and they won't show up. They won't come because, hey, the last time we went, we got this experience.
But why didn't this is where I have an issue like that? I'm sure, absolutely. But at any point, the parents could have left. We're leaving. This isn't for us.
Well, that too.
But so like we get that. We had the glass thrown at him. Same kids a couple weeks ago, and look at here's another one. Light tubes.
And the
kids are right there.
Look at the little girl. Look at the little girl in the audience, wiping off shrapnel off of her.
So at that point, why are the parents not taking these kids out of here?
I have no idea.
But this is scary. You know the kids are there.
Yeah.
There's something mentally wrong with these people. Seriously, bro. There's something sick in the head with these people, Al.
I'll tell you why. They're not doing it for those kids or for that audience. They're doing it for people backstage. I will say that until I'm blue in the face. Man. Tell me how I'm wrong.
What is this now? No. Yeah, this is the same thing. That's that junkyard wrestling too.
Never say die attitude, brother. Never say die. Even though you probably could.
Yeah, and what's nuts is I assume they were trying to land on the hood of this car on the ground, but the guy completely misses it and just goes flying smack on the ground. Like,
yeah,
this is just a straight shot.
That much either. So
yeah, this is just a straight shot to the ground.
At least it was the finish. At least it was the finish.
Man.
All right, you want to? This is.
Wait, watch this.
I need to look away.
No, but it's not. Watch the guys in the top right, the purple shirt there.
Tremont and Jimmy Lloyd now throwing forearm.
Oh.
So here's the slow-mo. Look at his head.
Oh, man. Oh.
But Vince, we'd have done that in front of 500 people or 50,000.
Oh, my God, bro.
It did work right, but I knew he could protect me.
I don't know how that guy's not dead.
Or at least unconscious.
Oh,
You know what happened?
oh.
I know exactly what happened. Go, run it back, and before you run it, let me explain what's occurring, okay? They call this spot, and then what the guy in the purple shirt, which always inspires confidence in somebody's athletic ability that they're in such bad shape they have to wear a shirt while wrestling. He has second thoughts right here. He's like, oh man, I don't really know. Now what he's going to do is he's going to try to protect himself. And the minute he tries to protect himself, he is now exponentially raised the possibility of the fact that he's going to be injured.
Yeah.
He's not going to take the bump. He's only going to kind of half take the bump. And the other guy's physically, watch, the other guy, the blonde, is physically trying to throw him to compensate for this guy not wanting to go 100%. And therefore he doesn't clear the ring apron, which, hey, who cares? It's not that dangerous anyways.
And Matt Tremont and Jimmy Lloyd now throwing forearm.
Oh, yeah, man. Yep. You could see it, man. You could almost see that. Yep. Man.
Yeah. What's
next, Jeff?
This is a few clips from the same match. This looks like a classic right here.
This is new syllabus. This is lighting a light tube on fire.
Oh my God.
He's spraying it with something. Lights the light tube.
I like when this guy starts convulsing. Watch the convulsing.
Watch this. The lower back and hips on the very top of the chair. Bro, 50 to 500 to 550,000. That doesn't matter.
So they do all this ridiculous stuff. Watch this ladder. Oh wow, that was fierce.
Barely touches him.
Oh, here comes a big old senton.
Ooh.
You should be ducking and dodging, bro.
No. Fuck you. Is that a skate park?
Listen to the idiot screaming too, like overselling it. Like I don't know, he's trying to like elbow drop a light tube on the guy or something. Like I don't even know what's going on.
We go over all of that at the academy and light tube syllabuses. Yeah. If I'm the owner of this skate park, I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to clean up all that broken glass so nobody can sue me when they come in here and roller skate and rollerblade.
All right, so now, okay, we got two light tubes on 4 chairs. I don't even know what the point of these 2 light tubes are at this point. Like they just made like a little V or something on this chair.
You haven't taken the course at the Academy there, Jeff. You would learn the importance of light tube work if you had. It's all about work rate there, Jeff. All about work rate.
A bunch of idiots.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I mean, there's too much going on, bro, for me to comprehend.
Here's the last one.
No! Oh, come on, man.
Right on the top of his head.
Oh my God! How is that guy not dead? Are you kidding me?
Hey, it's just like Kenny Omega. He intentionally called that and did it just to get the response that he got.
Oh my God!
Mind, he'd have done it in front of 50, 500, 50,000. It doesn't matter.